lot of them people in politics, they not even from here. Most of them are literally like first generation immigrants, or their parents not even from here, and they talking about, oh, you guys need to have it. Like, what, bro?
Oh, the light.
You in the whip with Flex?
Flip.
And today, man, we got a crazy episode. This week, we're keeping the whip steady as we navigate through trade tensions, immigration policy, and political reactions shaking up the nation, man.
You're in the whip puns are going through the roof.
You fuck with them? You fuck with them?
I fuck with them. I don't really fuck with not being able to see myself in the camera, so it's the whips flip.
We flipping it, man.
But I'm not driving. This
nah, he driving, bro. You already
whip.
know.
This is a British whip. It got a left seat driver.
Tell you shit, man. Shout out our British fans. We have no British fans. But shout out British fans once we get them, or shit, if
check
I don't know.
Analytics.
Yeah,
we are.
We gotta check them. We maybe put it in their post. We're probably not. But hey, coming up next.
Yo, Liquid say he's gonna punch you if you say something else to be put in post.
Hey man, coming up next, we actually had a commenter. Let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry about that. Let's Talk Sense Pod for this awesome suggestion. We're gonna be talking about the SAVE Act and what it can mean for your voting rights and local elections. Hey man, shout out to you for giving us that great idea. So
I like that.
Yeah, coming up next, we also have China slaps 125% tariffs on U.S. goods, man.
125.
125%.
125. That's
like,
more than it cost.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You say you actually gotta pay.
This shit don't make any sense.
You gotta buy it again.
Also, a deported Maryland man's case nears a critical deadline. Did you hear about that? The Maryland man who got deported and they're trying to bring him back now, and just some crazy stuff. We're gonna get into it. It's some crazy stuff, man. Let's hit the gas. Let's see where we're going.
We in the Civic. Just had to get that out there. We in the Civic.
We back in Civic. We back in Sylvia, man.
Sylvia.
So that means you haven't pulled the trigger.
You don't know how many more episodes you gonna get in Sylvia, so just appreciate them. You know.
You're probably like 8 episodes.
8 episodes?
Like 2 months.
Okay, yeah. That sounded crazy. I thought you meant 8 more episodes in. Shit.
What I say? I said 8 episodes, 2 months.
We'll see.
Because we do an episode a week.
We'll see.
You're not getting it.
It may end up being fucking 24 episodes. This may end up being 36 episodes.
God damn.
Never know.
Hey man, when we in Sylvia, man, you know that's not.
Yo.
Hold it down.
Audi stopped sending fucking cars to the U.S.
Talk to him about that a little bit.
God, dog. Trump's tariffs.
Yeah.
Tariffs. Trump's tariffs are getting so crazy. Audi said they're gonna halt the inventory of cars being sent to the U.S. So what the U.S. has, the U.S. has. Now, that's great for people who have Audis and are trying to sell Audis. Yeah. But my damn Audi search, everything went up $1,000. I saw a price. It literally was like, it went down $2,000 up until last year. Then the beginning of the month, it went up $1,000. I'm like, damn. What are we?
So is it only for Audi that you know of? Or?
That's only Audi that I know has halted like their whole thing.
Yeah.
I think they said, I was talking to somebody, a little inside informant. Volkswagen, I believe, has some U.S. based companies. Yeah. A few of their, I think, sedans are still going to be able to come out, or their SUVs, one or the other. But they also are not sending anything. So Volkswagen and Audi
type shit.
Yeah. So.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck that.
So, before we move on, is there any other cars you're looking at? So you just got to start all over.
Goddamn Honda. Goddamn.
What about that act, dummy?
Goddamn. Yeah. I mean, I like Honda more than I like Toyota. So I'm guessing that it's going to mean I like Acura more than I like Lexus. Not to shit on you, but
that's crazy, brother.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy, brother.
Get a little A-spec. I think that's Acura, or is that Lexus?
I don't know.
A-spec.
It's not. Definitely not a Lexus.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's definitely. So it must be an act type shit. But the act's been looking good. So
yeah. A-spec. It's like a sports inspired. It's like the S line of the
Audi. Throw it up there, so they can see. Why are you laughing? Because he get mad at that shit?
Yo, because you keep telling him. And it's got a red interior on the A-spec.
No, bro. Now you get
a white line rim.
No, because he's not going to be mad at you. You know he's going to be mad at me. He gonna be mad at me for that.
It's a mint green.
Hey, shout out Liquid, our production engineer, man. He does an amazing job, bro.
Liquid, the production manager, the barber. Goddamn. Goddamn.
You do everything, W.
Critic.
Everything, bro. Shout out Liquid Ice, man. Yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let's start with the SAVE Act.
Start with the SAVE Act?
Yeah, man.
So I was reading a little bit about the SAVE Act just to get on that topic.
You start
and it
pulling
was
up
like,
the video?
yeah, I got you. And it was just like, I guess it seems like we're just trying to, and I'm saying just trying to sound, what I got from the actual bill is that they want to stop all voters, like all unofficial voters.
So, yes, and I think it's a little more nuanced than that, but you have the general idea. It has to do with birth certificates and identification.
Yes.
And then they get into the nuances. So you had the video up?
Yes.
Go ahead. Let's start it up, man.
I want to clarify a couple of things I said yesterday in my videos about the SAVE Act, which passed the U.S. House and now goes on to the Senate. First off, the SAVE Act is one of the greatest single pieces of voter suppression legislation
I don't like her
that we
glasses.
have seen in our lifetimes. It will disenfranchise.
Who she look like, bro? She looked like that one character on SpongeBob. I think it was on a movie with the glasses, the old grandma.
Yo, those are SpongeBob grandma.
You know what I'm talking about? Not SpongeBob's grandma. They were in something.
Oh, and it was an evil.
Yeah, something. Yeah, that's so cool.
Pull it up, Liquid.
Go ahead, bro. I just had to throw that out there.
Tens of millions of voters if it becomes law, and most of those will be women. I made a video ranting about Cristofascists in Congress, like Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, and how their ultimate goal is not the SAVE Act. Like, yes, the SAVE Act will disenfranchise tens of millions. I saw the Center for American Progress, I think, said 69 million people, mostly women, will be disenfranchised and have their ability to access the vote limited if the SAVE Act becomes law. But I was like, that's not the end all and be all for Cristofascists. They ultimately do not want women voting at all. They want to repeal the 19th Amendment. They want a head of household vote where the husband votes for the wife and the kids, basically. And if a woman is not married...
I just had to cut that out. I think...
So Cristofascists meaning Christian fascism?
I think it's... I'm assuming... I'm gonna look it up real quick, but I think Cristofascism is short for like you said, Christian fascism, and it's like extreme Christian ideology. Okay. If I'm assuming, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Mm-hmm. And I see what she means, because that's the same sense that I was getting from when I was reading the SAVE Act. It's kind of like off the bat, it sounds like they're trying to have like the man vote, so it's gonna be like, it is weird, like they said, a head of household vote, but it's if they have their name changed, they have to have their name the same on their birth certificate or their identification that they do on their voter registration. And what?
Okay. So if you meant Cristofascist, I must have. ChatGPT said Christopher fascist. I'm like, who the fuck is Christo? So Cristofascist. This is a pejorative term used to describe individuals or movements that seek to impose a far-right authoritarian political ideology using Christian nationalism or religious fundamentalism as justification. So basically, we were right. Like strong, over top religious to suppress certain type of people under the name of religion and God.
Okay. Fascists.
Yeah, pretty much.
Her father's vote counts for her. This arises from a very common school of thought in conservative evangelical churches in the U.S., which is federal headship. As I said in my last video, the belief is a woman has no need of suffrage if she has a husband. Her husband is the head of the household, and he should get to cast a vote for everybody who lives in that household. What they ideally want is for only men to vote, and really just like white heterosexual men. So when you look at the SAVE Act, please understand, suppressing the vote of tens of millions of American women, that is on purpose, and they want to keep nudging that goal forward until they repeal the right to vote for all women.
So my biggest thing is they have women that are voting for the things that they want. Like a lot of women voted for Trump and stuff like that. So why would they want to take that extra vote away?
So I don't think, first, to talk about the SAVE Act, it's a weird thing to bring up, because like she's talking about why she believes they want it. It's not really much about the actual act. But I think in the actual act, this is weird. So it's the main point of it is voter identification.
Yeah.
So I guess you're saying what she's saying is the nuance is it's voter identification for only stuff that can affect, stuff that mainly affects women, like your name being the same. The only reason that your name wouldn't be the same is because of marriage.
Exactly. So let me go into. I thought I added the video to our script for today, but basically somebody was talking and they made their own video and they listed out all the different not requirements needed for voting, and one of them was you need to have a matching. I don't want to get it wrong, but
it was U.S. Oh, what's up? Matching what? My fault.
Yeah, there was matching like identification card, whether it's like a driver's license or some type of state issued, thing, and your birth certificate. They have to have the same. What's it call it? So, go ahead.
Keep going.
So people who this would affect women who get remarried, women who get married, women who get remarried. Also, it affect trans people because a lot of them like they change their name, their identity to get away from whatever, just for whatever reasons. Anybody who would go through some type of name change and would their name on their identification now would be different than the identification. So, and you got to think about who were those people who changed those things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
women who get married, trans. I didn't even think about trans people. That's crazy. Yeah,
that's a crazy one.
But it was U.S. identification, so like a government issued ID or a birth certificate.
You want to know go ahead. Nah, bro. You want to know the crazy part? A lot of them people in politics, they not even from here. Let's get into that part. Most of them are literally like first generation immigrants, or their parents not even from here, and they talking about, you guys need to have like what, bro? What, bro? I know a lot of people are from Poland. A lot of people are from Israel. A lot of them are from all those places over there. And then they saying if you're not y'all not from here either. We talked about Elon.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting upset right now. Hey, someone's gonna try and invalidate my argument, but come on, bro. You know it's real. You know Israel's real. Don't try and go because I'm getting hyped up about this. It is what it is.
So, do you think that they need identification that they're U.S. citizens?
Yeah, man. If you gonna do it,
if you wasn't born in the U.S., you can't vote.
If you gonna do it, then let's make that law for everybody, not just what I'm saying.
Not just people that agree.
Yeah.
Not the people who don't agree.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but Save Act. I think if we can get into the comment of marriage and how women will be affected, because I guess it's a topic that I don't need to touch. But I'm gonna touch it.
Go ahead, touch it.
I'm gonna touch it.
Go play with it a little bit.
Why are we not agreeing with the head of the house? Why are you marrying someone you don't agree with that? Why are you marrying?
Yo, that's a crazy.
And not to be like, not to really.
No.
Not to be like that.
But here's the thing: it's not even just that. Let's just say they do agree, right? But having 2 votes is better than 1 vote.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Unless the household.
I was about to say, what if they make it 1 vote, but it's worth 5 votes?
Whoever's in the house.
So now I have 5 votes because I got 2 kids,
That's
a
crazy.
wife, and a cousin who stay with me.
Then we need to start. We gotta start fucking. Hey man, if that happened, we gotta bring back bigger families.
That's a different topic. Like now, if it's a head of household vote. Now I'm just gonna have mad kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all already don't want that.
That's what I'm saying. Tell black people make some more kids. Hey, bro, hey.
But no, I think that I don't think women legally have to get their name changed when they get married.
I don't think so.
I don't think you have to legally.
No, you don't have to legally.
So it's like,
because don't you know some women do whatever their name plus the whatever.
But that I feel like they'd also be like, nah, that's
what I'm saying.
Hyphen you can't change too.
You can't do the hyphen.
But I'm pretty sure you don't even have to. Like, you don't have to touch it. Do you have to get your name changed with marriage? ChatGPT, talk to me. But I think that it's also like for specifically that one. Maybe there's a weird.
What do you say?
Maybe it's a weird thought, but you should pretty much agree politically.
Should
and
you?
Maybe you'll have different opinions here and there, but there's certain things, especially in an extreme like political environment like right now, it's so hard to completely disagree.
Is it?
Completely disagree with your partner?
Is that a problem?
I think it's weird. I think that we're marrying different. We're not marrying the same. Like I guess that's what that Cristofascism, I guess. Like you're marrying someone who you believe is a leader. That's what I'm thinking. And for me, I'm marrying someone who I believe is a partner. So that's the men and women. That's men and women. That's men and women. But I think that to some extent you have to marry someone who you're willing to follow the lead of. Which I think that they're trying to commit more. Like you got to commit more to marriage in a system where you now have a head of household vote. You will not be marrying someone who, you feel me?
That is
just for financial gain. You now lose your vote. You now and it's only lose your vote if you don't agree.
Can I
with them.
say something? I think that's a great take. Because I didn't even think about that aspect of it. Because I was thinking, like, okay, let's just say me and my partner don't necessarily agree, but then, like, let's just say, I'm gonna flip it. Maybe I wanted Kamala and she wants Trump, right? Then we sit down, talk about it, and be like, all right, which one is the best for our household? And then we make our decision and go cast a vote. Why couldn't we do that?
Yeah, and I think
because my fault, but it seemed like you were saying if y'all didn't already be like, oh yeah, we're both voting for Kamala before we even have the discussion, then that's like, then you shouldn't marry. That's what it sounded like you were saying.
Yeah, it's more so I think your take developed it a little bit better, and if you're not in a situation where you can talk about your political stance and actually like come to an agreement with your partner, they probably shouldn't be your partner. But I think that voting as a household isn't crazy. I'm not going to say I want women's voting rights taken away. That's crazy as well. But I don't think that a household vote is insane, because I think that there are splits in families now, which that might be what they're trying to kill, because young white voters probably don't vote the same as old white voters. So a head of household vote would be crazy.
Cut all that out.
But I'm saying, in my family, I'm probably gonna have a situation where I'm gonna have to discuss I don't mind discussing my political views with my family and knowing where we all stand.
Yeah, I agree.
But now that I have looked at that, I don't want white people to have a household vote. That's a generalization, but like I don't, cause like
I'm not.
I feel like as a race, they have a huge disparity in thought throughout like time.
So okay, I'm gonna disagree, because I've been on a lot of YouTube, and I think we have her, Jasmine Crockett. Most of the comments are white people. I don't know if they're bots or not, but they're white PFPs saying we loved her and she needs to run for president. White people.
That's white people who use YouTube. That is an age group. That is an age. It's not, you don't have old KFC profile picture commenting on her YouTube.
Tight.
And he's gonna have a household vote.
Tight.
But I'm not saying, that comment wasn't to say I don't believe that they're on our side.
No. I know what you're saying. I
think they have a disparity in thought as time goes on that has changed the most. For the people who don't have access to stuff like their birth certificate, that was a thought for the opposition. Like, people don't actively have access to their documents, and that kind of confuses me as well, because I bought my birth certificate online for like $20. Like, I got a replacement one. Like, I lost my birth certificate and got another one.
So what are you saying?
That it's easy to get a birth certificate
now.
Get a birth certificate.
So what do you?
I don't know why they put the act in place, but I can't see how it's this bad.
So I feel you, and so the video that I thought I had in the script, but I didn't. He said this almost the same exact thing as you did. He doesn't see where I guess, what'd you say? So I don't miss.
I was just saying I don't know why the act is in place, but a lot of, I guess, unofficial voting, I don't know how much of a problem it's been before.
Yeah.
But They've talked about how people don't have access to their documents in a document with their name on it. I guess a government ID could be a rough one. Like, you'd have to re-get all your shit. Because I think for women who are married, it'd be the most tedious thing ever. Which that would be how they're getting stopped, because they have to get new identification.
But,
and once you get new identification, you get a new bank card and shit like that.
We didn't play the whole video, but that's what she said. Making it more steps is voter suppression. Versus some people don't have to go through all those steps.
So, yeah, if that's voter suppression, they are suppressing voters. So it's like, yeah.
Hey man, introverted cactus flower. She said, or whoever said, voter suppression is always a big deal. Such big, strong men, their biggest fear is intelligent women. That's a crazy comment. I'm not gonna lie. But hey man, such big, strong men, their biggest fear is intelligent women.
Mm-hmm.
Why you look like that?
That's true. I agree.
Hey man, I think women are the more intelligent species.
You do?
They're way smarter than men.
I agree.
I think we can make some dumbass decisions.
Yeah, you're right.
You feel me?
I feel you, bro.
Hey man, let's get into these tariffs talks, man. China slaps 125% tariffs on U.S. goods. Let's pull up the video, man. I think we kind of we joked around about it at the beginning, but 125% tariffs is actually insane. Like, what, bro? I feel like they're just playing around now.
What do you mean playing around? Like they just doing shit?
Yeah.
No,
because 200, not 300.
They not
10,000.
The point is they not buying. We're not going to China.
Like what, bro? Fuck it, just play the video.
No, because I see what you're saying. Like, they just doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
They like, fuck it. Fuck it.
So the trade war between the US and China is only escalating. This morning, China announced it's raising tariffs on US goods to 125%, while the US is digging in its heels. Now, the White House revealed yesterday that imported Chinese goods now face a total tariff of 145%. Chinese leader...
Wait, what did he say? What did he say about 140?
I think China has a 125% tariff on U.S. goods, and now the U.S. is like, fucking 150.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what? At this, you see what I'm saying, bro?
If we're not buying each other's shit. And you know what's really cooked?
What, brother?
Like, that just hurts. People who, like, base their business on Chinese goods are so fucked. Like, because maybe if you said, we're going to do it next year, they could find some other, like, material, like maybe go to fucking Brazil or something and get some product. They are so cooked right now, like in the fucking moment. So, it's terrible.
Rite Aid 1 said, so Temu won't be shopping like a millionaire?
Yo, Temu is shopping like a regular nigga. Nah, hell nah. Temu, you still shop like a million. Fuck.
Still? Even after the
$2 shit becomes $5? My fault. This shit would have to get so tariffs would have to get like 10,000%.
What about like the Dollar General? See, that's interesting. I mean, it's already not. It's just not $1 no more.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
And then a lot.
Cheap.
And I feel you, but you gotta think. Where's Dollar General? A lot of low income places. You feel me? And so it's like them people. They were going there for a reason.
Yeah.
And now you're increasing the price even more on them, like.
I was already at Dollar General. You gonna kick me in the fucking in the face while I'm down? No, I think it's unfair for me because $1 is so cheap in my head. So then you raise the price on something that's $1. I'd be like,
I think that says something about you, though.
I'm saying, and I'm
not saying about you. I'm talking my fault. I say you, but
yeah, no, you're 100% about me. That's what it says about me. I'm good. Dollar General raises their prices. I'm not worried.
Type.
But that's why maybe I'm not the best person to comment, because I don't base my life on being able to get my groceries from Dollar General. And there's someone on this planet who is fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up by my position. They might be like, I'm good. Dollar General just bugging. So it's like perspectives, but I think that if we're talking about the super cheap stuff, we're not worried about that. Like super cheap is going to be super cheap if it's super. And I guess with super cheap terms,
but that's a business model though, because a lot of this shit is cheap, but people mark it up because of branding, marketing, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or profit margins. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you get bread from Walmart and bread from what's it called, and they have the same label. They're the same bread, but one costs $2 versus $10. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want the prices to go no higher.
I don't either. Fuck that.
Xi Jinping met with Spain's prime minister today and called on the EU to stand with Beijing. Chinese state media says Xi wants the bloc to reject unilateral bullying from the US. And of course, as you've seen, this back and forth has led to volatility in the markets. This is how the Dow performed over the past week. You see, last Friday, it lost more than 2,000 points. This week, you see things have been in flux, down Monday and Tuesday, up Wednesday, and another drop yesterday.
So let's, real quick, you heard about people trying to say market manipulation. How you feel about that?
Hey, bruh, if you up, you up. They got our dumb ass.
I mean,
we thought Trump was cooking the market. Then they fucking came back and said, let me show you how to make billions. They said someone came back with like what? It was some wild amount of billions, and then someone else came back with 900 million. I was like,
so only thing. So I know this might be a horrible mindset. I thought about buying during that time, but the amount that I was wanting to put in, it wouldn't have been
billions of returns.
Yeah, it wouldn't. You know, it might have been a couple hundred.
Might have got
and even
$40 back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a couple hundred. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, oh, you should have did it. But like, what about if it kept going down and then now I'm in the red? You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's not worth it.
Nah, I feel
you feel me? Like,
and plus, you don't even know. Like, he got billions back, but he's probably like worth hundreds of billions. Like, I don't know who it was.
You talking about liquid?
Huh?
No, like in liquid.
I'm saying in the market, like whatever they made. Let's say they make 100,000 off the market, or let's say they make $1 million off the market, but they have 100 million total invested. Like they got a 1% return. So like,
yeah, that's what I'm
like. I got $1 million, but to them it's like I got $1 back. Like I got
I know
exactly.
Of my that's why back. I was like, I don't think it's not. It wasn't enough for me to be like, I need to buy it.
Yeah,
right now. It wouldn't have made. And I know that's a horrible mindset. You should be thinking every dollar coming. I was like,
nah, I'd rather have these $200 and get. I need to get in. I get in a little situation.
Right
I'm not
now,
dealing with the
now.
same
But
shit.
I feel is that a bad mindset though, or is that just
no?
Because
maybe you know what? I don't have billions off the market, so maybe I'm not a financial advisor.
Tell you shit, we not financial advisors.
But like realistically, I'm at a point where I don't have a lot. It's not liquid. It's not a bunch of liquid shit running.
Child liquid. My fault.
Okay.
Meanwhile, President Trump has been trying to quell concerns while pointing the finger of blame at other nations.
There'll be a transition cost and transition problems, but in the end, it's going to be a beautiful thing. We're doing again what we should have done many years ago. We let it get out of control, and we allowed some countries to get very big and very rich at our expense.
We've got team coverage on this for you this morning. Emily.
So I didn't put the comment, but someone said every time he says it's a great thing or it's a beautiful thing, it's never a great thing or never a beautiful thing. I wish I had that comment, but that shit was pretty funny to me, man.
Well, we kind of have stuff.
All right, last thing we got. Let's get to Crockett real quick. It's like It's 2 minutes. All right, man. Coming on to our last topic, man. Capital chaos. This happened, I think, almost a year ago, but it leads up into what's been going on with Jasmine Crockett. She got into a heated congressional hearing with, I think it's Majorie Taylor Greene. Did you hear about that?
I didn't know.
All right, play the video. I think that is actually a crazy video. It got really heated at a Congress meeting. No.
Jasmine Crockett.
The other one. Top is all the way to the bottom.
Okay, man.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I
don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath
would
even
you
you,
please
Green.
regain
That's
order
beneath
of
even
your
you.
committee?
I do have a point of order, and I would.
That's OD.
That is insane.
That's crazy work.
That is insane.
Hey yo.
And these supposed to be people making our laws, and
I think you're. Watch it.
She did that. I didn't even peep that part.
I think you're getting in the way.
That's insane, bro. Go ahead, bro. That's
Disrespecting my black queens.
I'd like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby
me.
girl? I don't think
we are
so.
gonna move, and we're gonna take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion. So, you agree?
Why she hit a baby girl?
I have no idea, bro. She from New York, bro. She from New York, bro.
I fuck with you. Good looks.
Okay. That Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
should
recognizes
apologize. No.
Mr. Perry. Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's gonna be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well, then
seconds. Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
You're
not apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys. Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would be personality.
We just gonna strike her words, right?
Nah, bro.
Just to hear, just to calm down on your ruling, just in case so we're clear.
Bro, I love her, yo. I love that shit, yo.
Let me be clear. You not gonna get my.
Look at. You missed it, yo. This dude face. Go back like 5 seconds. He like, what did you just say?
If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
You see? He's like,
He's like, what you gonna do? Because now you're caught. I asked a question.
hell yeah.
What if I said? What if somebody said that?
That would not be engaged in personalities, correct?
Yo, his face is crazy.
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a part of the.
I'm trying to find clarification on what.
Chairman, motion
I
to strike
have no
those
idea what
words.
you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look,
Yo, everybody trying not to.
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you don't want to talk about
Voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look
Look, calm down. Calm down.
No.
Calm down is crazy.
Nah.
Calm down is crazy.
Yo, if there's one thing I learned from being in a relationship is you never tell somebody calm down when they hot.
But no, the fact that she said calm down after she said that outrageous stuff.
Calm down. You're cooked. You're blonde, bleach.
Know what said?
Yo, she was so ready.
Know what said? Bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. I know that hurt Green deep in her soul.
Yo, it's the alliteration.
That's what I'm saying. Bleach blonde, bad built, butch. Did she come up with that on the spot?
Yo, I think so.
Beach,
or she might have had beef with her. She might have just been waiting.
Already, she been waiting for that.
And sometimes, like, I don't know, like sometimes there's a joke that you've heard in your friend group that once you take it outside of your friend group, you got one use.
Yeah.
Cause you like, oh no, that shit slapped. And she just knew what the fuck she was gonna. So I know what I'm gonna say about you. Nah, that's lovely. Way to defend yourself.
713 Devereaux said, if I acted like this in a meeting at work, I would be fired.
Which one?
Both of them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter.
Hey, bro. Jasmine Crockett was just asking for clarification.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Cause we want to strike words. Let's just strike words. Just strike that. Strike that. If it hurt her feelings too much, just strike it. That's crazy that they allowed her to be talked to like that in the beginning, though.
Yeah,
that's
facts.
Like, if we going, like, what? You going to talk about fake eyelashes, shit like that? Like, and you going to just accept that as acceptable behavior in whatever.
No, they were
court
trying.
this is,
They were
like,
trying to let this slide because they didn't think they were going to say nothing about it.
And now you cook. Now you can't do shit. Now you can just strike my words because you now you.
But I
little
think
Chunky Yo with the gavel.
Little Chunky Yo's crazy. Yeah, I don't fuck with him. But what I'm saying, like, they really try to let that slide until she says something type shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's
now we
insane.
gotta handle it.
Yeah. Undao Du said, all of these names are crazy. Undao Du said, this is like listening to middle schoolers in a lunch hall.
Yeah.
I think that it was just childish all around.
It was.
Like, I'm not saying, I'm proud of Jennifer and
Jasmine.
why do we keep saying Jennifer, bro?
I don't know.
Jasmine Crockett.
Put some respect on her name.
That's what I'm saying. Jasmine Crockett. And I think it was Miss Cortez.
Yeah.
Cortez. Ocasio-Cortez. I'm proud of you guys for, you know, standing up for each other and against that. But at the same time, you got to understand, no matter what you say, even if you're retaliating, you're going to look bad. So just because you know how it goes.
You talking like to them?
I'm just talking in general.
You hit him with he said it like you were talking straight to them. Hey, y'all two. Y'all gotta know. Y'all can't just be retaliating like that. Like, we appreciate the defense and the black.
Yeah. It's to them, but it's also to everyone else too.
You can't let that shit slide, bro.
I'm not saying I'm not saying to let it slide, but you gotta be careful because it's gonna. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
I'm
not saying to be afraid and not fight back. I don't want anybody to think that's what I'm saying at all. But I'm just saying you gotta be careful about the way you go about it. You feel me?
Can't let that slide.
And nobody's saying let it slide, bro. You gotta be smart about it.
We're in agreement.
Yeah, okay. You gotta be witty with it, man. You know
that was the wittiest move you could have done. She outwitted me. I was like,
beat Vaughn. Beat Vaughn.
What if I were to? What if somebody were to call somebody?
That's the word, bro.
A bleach blonde,
bad built, butch body.
Say that 5 times fast. The fact that she hit that with no stutter.
That's what I'm saying. No stutter off the top, bro. Smart as shit, man. Hey, man.
I vote for her.
Oh. Damn, I didn't even put that. Someone said Jasmine Crockett for president. I was gonna put
type shit.
Jasmine Crockett for president.
Hey,
multiple comments.
Hey, Liquid, put that up.
You're crazy, bro. You're insane, bro.
Show all the comments. I want one comment right here, one comment right there.
You should do that though. That should be hard. You gotta make a file in my hand too.
He gonna put something completely different in here.
Hey, man.
Airbending or some shit.
Hey, tell him do the tip of the week, man.
Tip of the week, philosophy based now.
Yes.
Okay. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced. James Baldwin.
Was that really James Baldwin? Damn.
Bitch, you made Fuck you, he wasn't James. I think.
In a world full of uncomfortable truths, courage often starts with acknowledging what's wrong. Whether it's a broken system, a strained relationship, or even our own bias. Progress starts when we're brave enough to name it. Beautiful, right?
Elaborate on that.
Ah, man. Hey, you in the wood flex? Hey, we catch y'all next week, man. Peace.